Okay. I know we are wearing the exact same clothes.
Yes.
Because it's the exact same night.
Yeah.
But it is
Hair is still down.
But it is November.
Yeah.
And we are now discussing our November pours, and I'm excited about both of these for different reasons. So, society members, you are getting something that normally we wouldn't probably be able to send for society, but I had it. I felt like I wanted to do an entry into talking about wild turkey, but I had enough for the pour and said, let's go fancy. November makes me happy. It's Thanksgiving. It's like all of the things. It's my birthday month. It's what I absolutely, every time around this time of year, I just get super happy, and I just want to cook and make and provide things to people. And so here we are.
So you benefited.
So you benefit, right. With Wild Turkey Kentucky Spirit. Kentucky Spirit is their single barrel. And also was something I didn't realize until I did the research. Kentucky Spirit was the second single barrel put on the market after Blanton's. Yeah. So it was, I think, released in like the early 90s, like 1994. But Wild Turkey, super long history. Like all the famous people, right? Like, you get
Russells,
you get into the Russells and all those guys that like who are hand selecting single barrels at the early eras.
Yeah.
This guy's actually, I've had it for a while, so I think it's actually pretty old. At least this bourbon whiskey was bottled on early 2016. It is an 8-year-old. So it is from 2008, at least, it gives you all the handwritten this again, when they were handwriting all these labels, and this was, they were some of the first to be doing it. It's a beautiful bottle. It's a really cool, heavy
and the
little
top is wooden.
Yeah, it's really neat. I love this
cork
guy.
is cool too. I'd save that.
Yeah. So super neat. There's actually
should make a great infinity bottle too.
Yeah. Also at 101, which is kind of like the famous turkey proofing. 101. But also what I didn't realize on almost on all turkey is they all have the exact same mash bill.
Yeah,
so any version of turkey is the same mash bill. It is 75% core, 13% rye, 12% malted barley. Crazy enough, the exact same mash bill as the Henry McKenna we just poured.
That's right.
For the Fox and Pheasants last month. Also, the same mash bill that pretty much all of Heaven Hill uses. So, who copied who knows? But they have the same mash bill for all their stuff.
Well, we benefit from all the juice anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah. This bottle, by the way, no longer exists. It doesn't look like that.
No.
This I have just out here. This is Rare Breed. This is their barrel proof. This guy's proof much hotter, but it is same mash bill. The new Kentucky Spirit bottle looks a lot more like this shaped bottle, which is kind of why I don't want to end up knocking that guy out.
Side note on Rare Breed, this has become one of the most popular bottles around. A lot of people I know are trying to source this.
Oh yeah,
it's becoming actually harder to find. There was a big release last year, and it was around. They've also got a rye version, but the Rare Breed has become very popular. Matter of fact, you brought over a bottle of that to the house last year, and we sampled that outside.
Huh?
About 116.
Yeah, something like that.
So.
Yeah, so it may have been that one. I don't know. I also always bring down for any time we're talking about the Russells or specifically Wild Turkey. This is the first time we've done Wild Turkey. I bring my grandfather's Wild Turkey decanter that sat in his kitchen just on the way out to the walkway to the chicken coop one way and the garage the other. This sat right on the next to the table for my childhood and as long as I can remember. So I was able to get this guy, and so when I can bring the wild turkey decanter back into it again, it means a lot to me. So, I don't know there's really not else to say about. I mean, wild turkey, you can do a ton of research on it, just where like what the Russells have done. You've had Russell. As we did a 6-year at one point for them.
Yeah.
I don't know if we've done any of the other like Bookers and stuff like that.
We did do Bookers. We did Bookers for Fox and Pheasant.
Yeah. Okay.
And we've sampled a little bit of the wild turkey lineage. But this one we have not done, and not straight. Well, we have not done straight wild turkey, although we've talked about it. I haven't had straight wild turkey in I don't know how long, maybe a decade or more.
And you have never had Kentucky Spirit until
I've
right now.
Never had Kentucky. So this is my first sipping of this.
Well,
so.
speaking of which, we're going to do this now because I'm excited because
I'm excited too. Actually,
it is like it's a bit.
Oh yeah,
different than some of the other things that we normally drink. And when I say that, I mean it is, I think, a little bit more delicate and a little bit more nuanced. I can already. What is in there? What was that? I pour it just in the quick pour, and I already get like heavy vanilla, a little bit of leather, but almond. I get like a honey. Like I just poured yours, and I could already start having all those things pop out.
This bottle is similar to the Long Branch.
Oh, the shape of the bottle.
The shape of the bottle is reminiscent of.
It's kind of got that same like arched top thing.
The Long Branch that they did, which was kind of a collab with Texas and Kentucky.
And who?
Well, it was Matthew McConaughey.
All right.
Yeah. But it's because we haven't even got into the Texas whiskeys, American whiskeys yet. But
so again, vanilla, almond.
Ooh, my goodness!
I know.
Wow.
Honey.
Wow. Just on the nose, unbelievable.
Yeah. But it's softer. And for 101, it's soft and delicate, and it smells great.
Strong vanilla. Oh.
Leather, light tobacco, gunshot.
I mean, it is wild turkey.
Pecan. And again, when I can get. And God, your 8-year-old is going to laugh. Your 8-year-old is going to laugh right here. Your 8-year-old brain. There is, when you get a little bit of built-in fat, like mouthfeel. So, almost like a bacon fat or like something that comes from a fatty nut. Like a pecan.
Yeah.
I know you want to laugh. You're
I'm
not
mature.
doing it. You're doing it well.
You're doing it. When my hair's down, I'm mature.
Nice. Well, that's what kind of happens. See how it kind of like it coats your mouth slightly differently, like like you're eating. See, there you go.
I mean,
when you're eating like chicharrones, right?
Yeah.
And when you eat one, and all of a sudden your tongue feels like there's like a fat coating around it.
Yeah.
This kind of does that.
What is it?
What are you talking about? I'm saying it. I don't know what you see.
There might be some sediment from the.
There can be sediment in your whiskey. Now there is a texture to the bottom of your glass that's dancing light. I didn't see anything floating, but I also am not used to wearing glasses for things that close up. So
it's okay. I mean, you don't wash your glasses. I don't know.
Wash my glasses?
Wash.
Oh, those glasses. No, I said my glasses, like my glasses. Okay.
All right. Anyways, we digress.
So, and then finish wise, again, there's a honey.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, honey, and then oak.
Which honey, I think is kind of a signature for a lot of wild turkey. Yeah. If I remember correctly, it's been a decade or more since I've had a regular wild turkey, but it makes me want to revisit
And
Wild turkey, even the lower end wild turkey.
I put it on there, and I'm getting it. Just as I finish again, it's odd because it goes from a honey to a clove.
Yeah.
Which is a really unique.
The nose is unbelievable.
Yeah, I like
the nose. Well, you'll get to see this when you have it, but it's unbelievable. Wow. Yeah. There you.
Yeah. It is an extraordinarily underrated port in my mind. Is there something in your glass? You keep staring it down.
Yeah. There's a lot of something there.
I still see nothing. I mean, you can see in the future with your glasses, so.
Yeah, I can see it.
Oh, yeah. No, there's some sediment in there. And again, whiskey can have sediment.
Oh, yeah, which is fine. It just threw me
yeah.
off.
Yeah.
I was like, wow, you got a lot of floaties in there.
Yeah.
Although it is an older bottle.
Yeah.
So,
oh, yeah, I got some too. Yeah.
something to think about. Like, actually, a good learning point that, there is sediment in bottles as long as you hold on to them.
Yep.
The bourbon does change just a tad bit. The older the bottles are.
I often use some argon gas in mine, especially my older stuff, to when they're open, to just keep air out of it, keep from oxygen from kind of getting too much in there. But no, there's definitely a little bit of
it's probably from the cork.
I don't know. There's some floaties in there.
There's some floaties in there.
But man, I don't care. They're delicious.
It's delicious, and just added funness.
Yeah. Which, if you got this, it's gonna be great for you. Hold that up to the light when you pour it. There's enough in there. I'm sure there's some floaties in yours too. There's nothing wrong with that.
No,
wine does the same thing. There's. I won't say that whiskey is living like wine is, but you definitely can get some sediment in your pores. So nothing wrong with it whatsoever. But man, it is.
It's really, really good.
It's a really underrated port because there's some that tartness of a honey and into some clove, but on the front end is a perfect sweetness balance.
Absolutely.
That makes it just really, really tasty. I had some as I poured it again.
This is my first time ever having it, and it makes me want to go buy more of it. So those of you that receive this is a really awesome treat.
Yeah,
I think for the society level.
Oh, for sure. So one, you'll never get.
So you're welcome.
You'll never get this bottle, but you can get it in the new bottle, and I would imagine you could expect to pay for Kentucky Spirit somewhere now, probably in the world of $75.
I don't ever see it anywhere.
Yeah, it's not. You don't see it a ton.
It's a little bit harder to find.
You find actually, I see Rare Breed more than I do Kentucky Spirit.
Which have both become kind of rare.
Yeah.
But I think that tells you how popular it is.
I think Kentucky Spirit, Turkey as a whole is a I don't think that it is a heritage brand, but you're talking about modern bourbon is such a product of a handful of guys, and the Russells, the Booker Noes, and like Jim Beam and Jack Daniel, like these are the people who made American whiskey what it is today. So to not explore,
the Godfathers,
to not explore their catalog, to not kind of go through tasting what they have to offer is a miss. So hopefully this will encourage you to go like, you know what, maybe I want to try. Like, you're right. Wild Turkey 101.
I'm going to probably buy a bottle just because I haven't had it in at least a decade. I don't remember it.
It's $12 to $15, right?
Yeah.
A 101 proof. And what do we know about all Kentucky, Wild Turkey now? Same mash bill.
Yeah.
All the exact same thing.
Everything same mash bill.
So
there's different ages.
So being able to try it is much like the ancient age of Blanton's or ancient age of Buffalo Trace, right?
Absolutely.
So, so give it a whirl. But I hope you enjoy this guy. I know he did. I know I do. I was glad I'm able to enjoy it. Believe it or not, when you think about this room and everything in it, this is probably one of the 5 or 10 oldest bottles in this room of mine that I've had for the entire time.
That's cool.
So it's cool that I was able to share this with you just in time for Thanksgiving. With that, I will say, if you are with your loved ones, cherish them. Enjoy your Thanksgiving and your holiday this year.
Yeah.
I'm super fortunate and lucky that this year I actually get to have my family out here. It doesn't happen that often because we're on opposite coasts, but it means the world to me. So,
and we're making this video today on Veterans Day, so I want to thank all the
Absolutely.
veterans and thank you for your service. Near and dear to my heart because my father's a veteran.
Papa Smith,
Papa Smith,
thank you, sir.
thank you, sir. Thank you for your service and
Grandpa,
all the members.
thank you very much.
Yeah.
The fact that you're here with us right now, I appreciate everything you did as well and all your service. So again, thank you, sir. Cheers. That's about as emotional as we'll ever get on a.
That's
on a
it.
But
That's it.
but guys, enjoy your pour and enjoy your Thanksgiving, and we will see you again come December. So cheers.
That's right. Cheers.